There's lots of evidence of children wearing pearls in historical portraits, particularly dating from the 14th, 15th centuries up to the 18th, 19th centuries. There's a lot of evidence of children's portraits, full stop. And in those portraits, there's a lot of children wearing jewellery. And part of my research is to take those portraits of children wearing jewellery and document them and see how that fits into my chronological timeline of children's jewellery history. We often see children and adults wearing pearls because pearls were a particular favourite for the wealthy and the higher classes to be wearing in a portrait. And this is because pearls were an expensive item to own, and at certain points throughout history they became more readily available and were traded and were a mark of status and wealth. But as well as that, they have other associations with children specifically, and in particular, a large number of portraits show children wearing a pearl choker. And these pearl chokers were given to children to represent a couple of things. First of all, they represented purity and innocence. Pearls in general represent that, but in particular, being given to young girls and infant girls was a statement of their childhood innocence. They were also connected with the waters of baptism, and this was about the cycle of birth and the renewal of a new life. So it was a celebration of a new life. But interestingly, if you look closer into the symbolism of wearing pearls in portraits, these pearl chokers also became a statement as the child grew of the family's wealth and the child's dowry, as well as giving them to infants for purity and innocence and to represent childhood and the waters of baptism. It was also a financial statement to say, hey, look, we can afford these pearls, we're of a certain standing in society, and those pearls became part of that child's dowry. And so portraits of children wearing pearl chokers and sometimes also other items of jewellery were also a future statement of the suitability of that girl as a bride. Do you find that interesting? Shall I elaborate more on it? Let me know.